Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this video was inspired by this album here, which is Kirsty MacColl's Titanic Days, which was released I think in 1994, possibly 95. And this is a really good album, but it was never released on vinyl. But this year's Record Store Day it is getting a vinyl release, and I can't wait to pick it up, although it'll have to be online because I don't have a local record shop near me now, so I'll probably have to pay inflated prices, but it's one that I really want. So I thought, could I pick out 10 other albums that either have never been released in vinyl before, or they're very very expensive to get in vinyl. So I came up with about 25, so I'm going to do, this is going to be part 1, I'm going to do 10 and then I'm going to do another video somewhere down the line. So the first one up is this one here, and it's the BGs Still Waters from I think this is 1997, and this is the one with the big hit Alone on it, and Still Waters from Deep was a single, I Could Not Love You More. It's a very good album. It's not their best, but like all the BGs I want them in vinyl, and there's a couple other ones and I'm sure one will feature in the next video as well. So I don't think this ever got a vinyl release and I would love to see it. So that's the BGs and Still Waters. Next one up, and this did get a vinyl release and I know a few people in the vinyl community that have it, and it is the Electric Light Orchestra Zoom, and I bought this when it came out in 2000. Now it got re-released in about 2013 or 14 or something like that there, and I never bought it because I wasn't really into vinyl at that time. I wish I had, because this goes for silly money. Now, a lot of people don't actually like this and call it a Jeff Lynne solo album. I don't. Okay, it's Jeff Lynne mostly, but that's the case with all ELO albums, especially from the 80s onwards. But I think it's one of his more consistent later day albums, and I think it's better than the two Jeff Lynne's ELO albums. So, from 2000, the Electric Light Orchestra Zoom. Next up, and I know Rob Walker showed this because he did a similar type video a few months ago, it's the Pretenders' Loose Screw, and this is the only one I don't have on vinyl of Chrissie Hynde, and unfortunately it has never been released on vinyl, and I keep checking to see if it gets released, but not to be. It's not her best, but still I love the cover of it. I think it's a fantastic cover, but there's still some really good songs off this, but still I'd love to get it on vinyl, but we'll see if it's ever released. Hopefully a Record Store Day sometime soon. And next up is Freda, and this is her album from the mid-90s, and Dupa and Tag or something like that there. It's all in Swedish. Majority of the songs are written by Anders Glenmark, who was part of Gemini, but it's a really good strong album. I would love her to re-record this actually in English, but still this has been in my collection for quite a while. I really do enjoy it. And if it had been in English, it would have been her best album, but still, it's a very very good album, and hopefully one day it gets a vinyl release. I know there's bootlegs out there with completely different covers, but no, I want an official release. And if you have Freda, you have to have Agneta. And this is my colouring book from around 2005 or so. And this is all cover versions, songs from the 60s, and I think it is really really good. When You Walk in the Room is a single. My colouring book, the song itself, I absolutely adore. And If I Thought You'd Change Your Mind is probably the biggest hit off this. I think it went top 20 actually, but it's a good album. It's covers, but it's the only one that I don't have on vinyl now, because I managed to get A as part of the A+. So hopefully this will get a reissue at some stage. Next up, and it is Adamant and Wonderful, and I don't think this has ever been released on vinyl either, and it's from 1995, and this is like his Britpop album. It doesn't have that amp music sound to it, but there's some really really good tracks off this, like Vampires is absolutely brilliant. Gotta Be a Sin has got a bit of a glam feel to it. Wonderful is it's a really good song, quite acoustic. Beautiful Dream was supposed to be a single, never released, but as I say, never had a vinyl release, and would love to see this get released again, hopefully Record Store Day. And the next one is an album I show all the time because I absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite albums of the 90s, and it's Carole Carter, I Fell in Love. You know, I would like to see a few of her albums get released on vinyl, but especially this one. I absolutely adore this. This has got a couple of the Heartbreakers on it as well, but this is real yeehaw country. My Dixie Darling, absolutely love it. Goodnight Dallas, brilliant. One Love is fantastic. Me and the Wildwood Rose, really good. Put this in the car, yank it up, and you'll be singing away. Fantastic album from 1990, and I don't think this ever had a vinyl release either. Another one I show quite a bit, and there's quite a few of their albums that I want in vinyl, but especially this one. This is the Proclaimers and Restless Soul, and this is my favourite Proclaimers album. It's from 2005, and it's got really great tracks like When Love Struck You Down, Restless Soul, That's Better Now, is a gorgeous ballad. Every Day I Try is one of the catchiest things I've ever done. She's Brighter is the lyrics are hilarious. DIY, fantastic. Really, really good album, and never had a vinyl release. So Proclaimers, Restless Soul from 2005. And this one here is the only album of this band I don't have on vinyl, and I don't think it was ever released, and it sparks plagiarism. And basically what this is the guys covering all their own songs and bringing on a few guests as well. It's not the best album. If I was to put it in a ranking, I'd probably put it bottom, but still, I don't have it in vinyl. I have all other ones, and I would love to get this as well. And this is from about 1998 or so. Not the best, but would still love to have it on vinyl to complete the collection. And the last one I'm going to show is this girl here, and it's Eliza Doolittle from 2012. This is her second album. Now her first album will definitely feature in the next episode because it is their best album, but I thought I would show this one. This one is like 60s breezy pop, but there is a little bit of R&B coming into this as well, and then she went completely R&B and I just lost interest. But you know, Big When I Was Little I think is absolutely fantastic. Let It Rain, really, really good track. As I say, very, very catchy, very 60s, and unfortunately that innocence she is gone, and she's now one of those very sultry R&B singers, but still. And she also dropped the Doolittle, which I'm glad she did because Eliza Doolittle is a silly name. But Eliza Doolittle and In Your Hands, the title track of it is amazing. So that is my 10th choice. And the last one I'm going to show is a bonus because it's a compilation. It's not an original studio album, and it's David Bowie, All Saints, and this came out around 1999. I don't think it's ever seen a release on vinyl, but it's a compilation of all his instrumentals from Low, Heroes, and even the Buddha Suburbia, and there's one from ours on it as well, along with Crystal Japan, and a couple of outtakes from Low which got on the Ryko discs. But it just works so well as a very ambient listen. I would love to see it in vinyl, so David Bowie, All Saints is my bonus one. Okay, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and the next one will be 10 more albums I would love to see on vinyl. Okay, now, all the best. Bye bye.